Trading the foreign exchange market carries high risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Trading on margin, utilizing leverage can carry an even higher level of risk that can lead to a complete loss of investment funds. So before deciding to trade the foreign exchange market or using any of our software alert products, you should carefully and diligently consider your personal investment objectives, level of experience, and risk tolerance. There is a possibility that you could potentially sustain significant loss. You should not invest any capital or trade that you cannot afford to lose. It is your responsibility to be aware of and understand all risks associated with foreign exchange trading and to seek professional advice from an independent certified financial advisor if you have any doubts. Auvoria Prime does not exercise trading authority over your trades. You and you alone exercise discretionary trading authority over every trade.
I took a quick L on that one. I thought we were gonna get a nice little run up. I took a quick little 20 pip L on that one, so that one hurt to start the day off. Thankfully, I didn't call that out to you guys. Losses do happen. Keep that in mind. There are no such things as never losing. So G pairs are all are up for the day except for GU. All right. Euro pairs are all up for the day. Euro GBP is barely up. Gold, SPX, and GER 30 down for the day. UK 100, the Mexican peso up for the day. US 30, which is in there from yesterday, is down for the day. So let's take a look at it here. GJ, not much happening. It's an uptrend, so we're definitely looking for the 8 session breakout to the upside. All right. G Chef, same thing. Looking for that break. Let me change that color. I don't like that color there. A little high. Bring it down. There we go. GI. Saying, let's see. That'd be too many pips. Let's go back and check GJ. We need to check that. So from the bottom to the top is 36 pips. That we're good. G Chef would be a total of 23 pips. GBP AUD, it's gonna be over 60 pips. We'll put it there just to watch out, but it's gonna be too many pips. GPNZD is headed to the upper room. I can tell you right now, the bot, as you guys know, the bot is in the trade right now. We killing. So the market maker EA, the AIRO. So strategy number 9, we're in this trade right now. GPNZD buy. All right. We are in this buy right now and up 26 pips. Up 26 pips already. I don't know. 27 pips. So up 27 pips right now. So over halfway to the 50 pip take profit goal. And also in the Euro CAD trade, up about 10 pips right now. So the bot's been booming, guys. When these trades close out in profit, I can tell you right now, GPNZD has already got the stop loss in profit already. So that was a free trade. You guys know me. I built it into the EA as well. Free trades. And that's a free trade. Just wait for EuroCAD to get far enough to become a free trade. So looks like it's going to be a good night. I expect G pairs to push up. GN's pushing. GU. I don't know what's going on with GU right now. All right. GCAD. Chilling. Gold. Dropping like a rock. GER 30, dropping as well. Interesting. Okay. We'll talk about that one. We'll look at that one a little later on. SPX dropping a little bit. UK 100 dropping a little bit. US 30, let's talk about that one. Let's talk about that. The setup. What was the setup from last night? So let's go back and look at the setup. Let's go back and look at the setup for US to the 30, the dirty 30. So this is the 1 minute right here. All right. And when I drew this here, I was expecting price to drop from this point over here to drop and then bounce up. I was expecting it to come hit the zone down here and then have a reaction off the zone going into London session. Not going to go over what the zone is. We'll redraw it all up, later on. We'll talk about it. As you guys know, we've been talking about order blocks and imbalance. All right. But beautiful setup because this setup was already here. And at New York Open, so what you're waiting for is a rejection off of what? Off of supply and demand zones. All right. This is a demand zone. All right. As you can see here on the 1 minute chart, let's take it back here. Let's go find the appropriate time. Let's go up a little. Let's go up a little bit. All right, here we go. Go to the 5 minute. There we go. Go to the 5 minute. Get a little better view. All right. So London Open would have been 1630. Is that right? 1630. There it was right there. 1630 right there. There was the candle right there. All right. That's the candle. That was New York Open. Look at all that volatility right there. New York Open. All right. So if we dial this back to the minute chart, because we want to, we get those better entries on the lower time frames. All right. You can see what? You can see prior to the call, prior to the New York Open, you had a touch here, came down, made a little W, and then touched it 1, 2, 3 more times. You see that last little candle right there? Let's pull it in here. Look at that. Nice little doji off the top of that zone. That zone's been there since yesterday. I didn't change nothing. It's been there since yesterday. All right. First candle, boom, bearish engulfing candle. I would have been in right here. Very next candle. Look at that. No drawdown. US 30, no drawdown. That drop right there this is the 1 minute. So in 1, 2, 3 minutes, let's go 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 958 pips in 5 minutes. No drawdown. This is the power of institutional, trading. So let's go look at. Let me pull up US again on the with AIRO, and we're gonna look at the same thing. How can you see it with AIRO? All right. All right. So here we are. Go down to the 1 minute time frame. All right. And what are we looking for? We're looking for, I'll go back to yesterday. We're looking for that move. We're looking for that same move. All right. Looking for that same move. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Here we go. There it is here. See, here's the drop right here. All right. So, not really sure because I don't know, but I'm pretty sure there's a zone right here. If not, that's fine. Guess what? If you missed the move, like I did because I was asleep, look what you had here. You had multiple reactions. You had an M formation. All right. You had an M formation right here, and you should have got into this trade when you had the break of the M formation right there. So when that closed below, you should have been in on this candle here. You'd have had called 55 pip drawdown, and it dropped as far as 1,180 pips. 1,180 pips. 1,180 pips on that drop right there. All right, which corresponds with what? If you missed the open move utilizing AIRO, that's fine. Let me go find it here. But guess what else happened? All right. After the open, price came back up here. All right. You still got to move. And that dropped all the way down. So same thing. Same thing's there. We'll start showing you guys again. I'm going to build some strategies around AIRO for you guys with the additional confirmations of institutional trading. I got a couple strategies that I'm working on right now. I'll start applying AIRO to the charts instead of doing these separate charts, starting next week. So looking for GER 30. So yeah, we're looking for GER 30. But yeah, come down. I've been waiting for that. Should have been got in. I missed that. It's coming down to close this gap right there. All right. Came back up, retested this imbalance zone. and just come back down now to refill the gap. All the missing liquidity. Gold is chilling in the zone right now. All right. GCAD, no GU chilling. Look at that. Ooh-wee. GN still pushing. I need that 20. I need my 50 pips. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. GI. Now it's trying to push up. G Chef trying to push up. GJ starting to push up. All right. So we got some moves trying to happen. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Let me stop sharing here and let's check it out. Catching pips on gold. Congrats. GER 30. You know, we'll wait till New York. London Open. I like to trade. As you guys know, it's all about seeing how the setup is for New York Open. With the London Open. Why? Because all the volatility comes in at London Open. The candle before, typically the 1 to 2 minute candle before, and then London Open. And you want to wait to see how it reacts so that you can understand what's going on. Is price coming in there and it's stop hunting? So if you have your chart marked up appropriately, you can see the stop hunt and you know which direction to get in. Even though the trend may be up, it may go down for the day and vice versa. All right. Is the the move that happens a liquidity sweep? So just a lot. All right. So let's here's brought up news. Great job. Here, let's go look at the news real quick. So we'll go look at Forex Factory for you guys here on the computer. Let's refresh. I'm gonna pull up FX or my FX books on the on my phone. All right, we can see here that a lot of yellow folder, euro, and Great Britain pound news until the end of the call. That's it. My FX book, 51 minutes and an hour and 21 minutes. We've got orange folder, euro news. After that, green folder, euro, more yellow, orange folder. Just green folder in 2 hours, 6 minutes. Great Britain pound, green folder. So we're pretty much clear. Be careful in the morning. Tomorrow we have, it's going to be a big move in the morning in New York session. You got ADP employment change, continuing job loss claims, unit labor costs, non-farm productivity, initial jobless claims. So a lot of orange folder, red folder, USD news. So look out for the indices. Yeah, it's going to happen for the next, it's going to be from the first 2 hours of New York session. Going to be a lot of orange folder and red folder news. So look out for that tomorrow, guys. Look out for that. Be on the lookout for that. All right. And you can see it right there. USD, ADP, non-farm employment change, USD employment change, unemployment claims. A lot of news. USD, ISM services, PMI, crude oil inventories. A lot of news coming out. All right. So be careful. Make sure to practice proper risk management. All right. All right, let's check the Q&A real quick. So what exactly is the money zone and why should we not trade outside of it? So make sure to go and watch strategy number 1 or the overview of AIRO, all right? Since you truly understand it, we'll go over it, but make sure to watch those videos. The content's there for you guys, all right? The money zone shows you where 80% or more of all volatility, so all volume is traded in the Forex market. All right, so let's go look at it. All right, let's go look at it. You can see here, this is GBP JPY outside the money zone. Price moves. Inside the money zone, you have bigger moves. Outside, smaller moves. Inside, more volatility. So whether you have longer trends or you just have more volatility, over 80% of the money traded in the Forex space is traded. Look at this. No volatility. Inside the money zone, volatility. Inside the money zone, volatility. Outside, not much. All right, that's where over 80% of the money is traded. You want to trade with the money. All right, now if you're trading the higher time frames, the H1, the H4, the day chart, then you can trade, outside the money zone. I talk about this in the videos. Make sure to watch the videos in the back office. All right. But if you're trading below the H1, then I recommend staying inside the money zone. For beginners, I recommend that as well. All right. You want to make sure you trade with the money, all right, in the direction of the trend. For gold trades, do we check for USD currency strength meter? Does it affect? You can. Let's go take a look at it. So gold was down today. It's starting to try to rebound. Oops. Real quick, guys. Stop share. So I'm going to share screen. We'll get the currency strength meter. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get a refresh. You see that USD is strong. So gold is XAU USD. So if the XAU is the base pair, all right, USD is the quote pair. If the quote pair is stronger than the base pair, price goes down. If the base pair is stronger than the quote pair, then price is going up. USD is all the way up. We don't have XAU on here, all right? But USD is all the way up, and we see the price has been trending down on gold. So you can use that. I wouldn't put all my faith in because you don't have XAU on there. You want to be able to see both. Do I like Euro AUD? Yeah, I like Euro AUD. I don't. I took the euros off my chart. We talked about this the other day. I want to make sure you guys have a great experience. All right, on this call. So what I'm doing is specializing or only focusing on the pairs that I like to trade the most and that I have, I wouldn't say mastered, but I have become very, very decent and very good at trading these pairs. So most trades on this call are going to be GER30, gold, and the Great Britain pound pairs. We'll trade some euros from time to time. We'll trade some USD CADs or other stuff that comes in. We might even get back into crypto. Stuff like that. Of course, when we launch the trade rooms, we'll jump back on binary, stuff like that. We'll have some calls where we do half Forex, half binary. But when it comes to the Forex side, I practice what I preach. Even though I had all that stuff on my charts, it was just slowing me down. We miss trades. I want to focus on what I like to trade. We talked about it last night with GER30 when we cut those 250 pips. You want to try and work to master 1 to 2 pairs. Why? Why 1 to 2 pairs? Well, if you master 1 to 2 pairs, then you get to the point where you know what that pair is going to do. All right. And when you start to get confident in a pair, then you can start to do things that you shouldn't normally do, like over leverage. I had 2 positions on GER30 yesterday. I didn't say anything. I don't talk about the lot sizes I use. I don't talk about, we look at the pips, but I was confident in my trade. So I added an additional position, and that additional position was 2.5 times bigger than the original position. But when you feel confident in the trade, you can do that. When you start to have some success, consistently trading that pair over and over and over again and having success with it, you can start to do things like that because now your confidence level is there. And your skill level is there. You start to really understand how that pair moves. And so for me, I traded the Great Britain pound Japanese yen pair for 2 years straight, nothing else. GJ. I used to always talk about how GJ is bait. All right, for me, I love GJ. It's my favorite. It's my favorite Forex currency pair to trade. And while learning GJ, I learned about the Great Britain pound pairs in general. Different time-based strategies, different breakout strategies. Hence strategy number 3. That came during my time of just trading GJ because I went out and started to learn. Well, let me go learn about the rest of the Great Britain pound pairs as well. As I started to learn more about GJ, the other pairs came up because it's a Great Britain pound pair. So strategy 3 came from my time. And for those who win often on strategy 3, drop Asia breakout in the channel. I think yesterday we caught 3 of them, 3 or 4 of them. Asia breakouts. So it's a great strategy. I got another time-based strategy that I might bring out, but it's not as effective as that one. So we'll see. But that's because I spent time trading one pair. All right, now I get, and it allowed me to get to the point where I really understood price action. I understood trends. I understood retraces and continuations and everything needed to truly understand how the market moves, because GJ moves the same way everything else moves. All right, and so for me, it's all about mastering skill set. So I'm going to focus in on, as you see here, the Great Britain pound pairs, gold, GER 30. Matter of fact, I'm going to close out SPX 500. I'm closing out UK 100. And we're going to close out US 30 as well, because they're just a distraction. Again, I'll pull things up for you guys, but this is what I'm concentrating on. That's 8 pairs. And if you guys noticed, of the G pairs, there are only 4 that we trade the most. And that's GJ, GA, GN, and GU. The GC pairs, G-Chef and GCAD, don't really trade that often. I thought about getting rid of those, but I like to have them up to help see correlation. As you guys know, I love correlation when it comes to the G pairs. So I really only focus on 6, but every now and then we do take trades on GCAD and G-Chef. So these are the 8 pairs that I stick to. I told you guys my goal is to get to the point where I can get 250 pips or more a day out of GER 30. You get to the point where you can consistently catch that kind of pips on an index. You don't need anything else. You start to build your account up slowly, and it really not slowly, because 250 pips a day adds up really quickly. Make your trade for the day and be done. And that's the goal. You want to get to the point where you're not in the charts all day long. Right? There's no point to be over trading, because guess what? Let's say you're on a roll, you win 10 trades in a row, you more than beat your daily goal that you gave yourself, and then you take a loss. Well, guess what you're going to try to do? You're going to try to get that money back, because you may have over leveraged and lost more. Now you're like, man, let me try to get it back. The next thing you know, you find yourself losing more and more trades. I've done before. I've been there where I'm a weird guy. I like round numbers. I've had to learn not to do that when trading. And I say round because I remember my goal was $500 to $1,000 a day. That used to be my goal. It's now has since changed. GER 30 has changed my life. But my goal was $500 to $1,000 a day. I remember one time I got up to $987. I was like, man, I'm just $13 away from 1,000. Let me find a setup and catch $13. All right. Let me over leverage a little bit, use a bigger lot size and go catch 2 or 3 pips. Well, the trade went against me. And so now I lost $200+. Then I lost another trade trying to get that back. Next thing you know, I lost the entire $987 plus more money that I had, in the account. So I lost all the profit and started giving back the principal. That's over trading. The goal was 500 to 1,000. 987, call it a day. Quit. All your trades are done. Be done with it. All right, be done. You made your goal. Be done. So if you can get to the point where you're making 1 trade a day and hitting your goal, why do you need to continue to trade? There is no room for greed in Forex, because you will get slaughtered. You will get slaughtered. So I said to say, practice proper risk management. Make sure you have a trading plan when you go into trading every night. If you do not have one, you are already defeated before you get on the charts. All right, you're already defeated. Already, gold is just falling. All right, we might need to. Gold's a good pair. Gold's a good pair. Give you some good pips. But not like my GER 30. So here's what I'm expecting from GER 30, guys. I'm expecting this move right here. Let me see where that's at. Oops. All right, so I'm expecting this move right here. I'm expecting London session to open up, and that's to get a quick retrace back to this level right here, which is actually on the chart right there. This is it's a 15-minute imbalance area that we caught yesterday. It caught that move yesterday. We caught that big drop. I'm mad we didn't hold any longer, and this is why I got to, I want to get better at this skill set. We caught 250. If you guys saw in 5, 10, 15, in 20, let's call it 25 minutes from our entry, price dropped 663 pips. All right, 663. It's a heck of a move. All right, heck of a move. So I expect two things to happen. Okay, one thing to happen. Either we get I expect two scenarios. We get a move like this. All right, because price has already captured all that liquidity now with that closing that gap. Or I expect us to once it's now done, it's going to consolidate here until London open, and then we're going to drop like a rock. All right, that's what I'm expecting. I expect either the consolidation right in here and then a drop, or the pullback to this zone once again and the drop. Either way, I'm expecting a sell down to this area that has still not been tested yet. This is that imbalance. This is on the H1. All right, this is an imbalance area on the H1. So I'm expecting price to finally come down to this level and to mark its territory here. And I'm expecting of this. We'll see how accurate we are. We're going to put it on here. I expect it to come back to the 50% level of this candle here, which would be right here. So that'd be a long-term TP for me if we get that break to the downside. That's what I'm looking at, though. I am looking at that 15,504. All right, 15.50. So from where we're at right now, let's go back to the 5. Let's go back to the 1 minute. Where we are at right now. Oh, I got 5 there. All right, down to that line, that would be 827 pips. What I'm looking for. All right. So let's go back to the AIRO. All right. So I'm looking for the bounce and I'm looking for the drop. All right. I'm looking for the drop. Or I'm looking for price to just continue to go sideways right here for the next few minutes, for the next 21 minutes. And then for the drop. Either way, I'm looking for the drop. All right. Either way, I'm looking for the drop. And we're looking at 15,504. All right. That's the long-term play. There it is. That's what we're looking for. All right. We'll see what we're going to get. All right. Let's go down to the 1 minute. We enter in off the 1 minute. Why do we enter in off the 1 minute now? Because the entries are a lot cleaner, less drawdown. All right. Less drawdown. That's the key. The key is to get to the point where we get so good that we have little to no drawdown. All right. That's the goal. GJ, everything moving sideways. G Chef trying to move up. Okay. Okay. Can we get a break? If we get a break, catch G Chef again last night, like we did yesterday. It's 20 pips, all right. G Odd is pushing up, but it's going to be more than 50 pips when it gets over this here, so we just have to play that one by ear. GN moving back to the upper room. Y'all know the bots in this trade. We in the buy already. I need my pips. I need my 50 pips. Right now, we up about 28 right now, so we on our way. We on our way. All right. Market maker EA, guys. Market maker EA. I'm in a buy on this right now as I test this out. I'm working on some bugs before I already tested. But look at that. W V another little V here. We in that bad boy. All right. Don't believe me. There it is. We hit it. Looking for that TP, baby. We in there. All right. That's the market maker cycle. The overall trend is up. It's in a buy. And I just pointed out the market maker cycle, and we're in a buy. So the buy is doing what it should be doing. But I got to make a couple little tweaks. But this is what I use as my guide. I use as my guide to understand what the overall trend is. So for pairs, all right, it's helped me out in understanding what direction I should be looking to trade in. Not always, but it's a good guide. Another level of confirmation. Another level of confirmation. All right. So we're looking for that TP. Looking for that TP. GU doing what I want to do today. But the USD is strong. Remember, we showed it. The USD was strong and GBP was what? Is weak. Therefore, GU is falling. All right. Nate is cold on the coding. Hey, I've had a lot of help. A lot of help. My dad helped train me on coding. You know, I told myself back in high school I'd never go to college and do computer science or mathematics. And when I graduated from college, I had a degree in mathematics and computer science. So it's just now starting to pay off for me. But hey, I wouldn't have it either way. What time frame did I mark up GER30 on? M5. And we'll take an entry on the 5 minute. K9 got 280 pips yesterday on GER30. Nice. Yesterday was a good day. 500 to 3,000. Oh, yeah, same as with me. Yeah, you made 500. You turned 500 to 3,000 and lost that 3,000 in 2 days. Big mad. Yeah, it makes you mad, but it makes you start to look back at what did I do wrong and how do I correct that. All right. So let's jump back on the charts here. Somebody said something about GER. I'm not worried about GER right now. It may be falling right now, but I'm not worried about it. Hey, look at it. It's falling. I'm not worried about it because, we got London session. When London session opens, this can easily do what? Run right back up. As you guys saw here, this spike up yesterday was London session. The open was on this candle right here. That was candle. So we waited. Price ran up on us. It ran down 140 pips and it ran up 600 pips, 599 before we actually had opportunity to get in. Then it came back. We had our entry off of what? Off the imbalance zone. So not every trade is a good trade. You don't want to just chase it because you saw that 150, 40 pip drop at London Open. Some people might have hit sale and they lost because they turned around and ran up 600 pips. Then you had the rejection off the area that's been there since yesterday. And guess what? We had a nice little drop. Nice little drop. So I'm not worried about this drop. Not worried about it right now. I'm not going to lie. If I wasn't on the call with you guys, I'd have been in this trade. Look at this. Doji. So we already had the double rejection here. The information off the area again, off this imbalance area again. Came down. Doji, bearish engulfing. I'd have been in this trade right here. And I'd be looking to close the gap. I'd have had my TP right here. That's 147 pips, closing the gap. But that's just price action. That's just me seeing price action and knowing how to trade price action. Right now, what I do know about this pair is that during London, it does something crazy. So I wait to London open to see how it reacts, and then we look for the entry. All right, then we look for the entry. Only need 250 pips. Not every trade is a good trade. This thing moves in a hurry. That 1 minute candle on GER30 could be a 200, 300, 400 pip candle, and that could blow your whole account if you're not careful. So practice proper risk management, guys. Gold doing its thing. All right, we'll keep an eye on that. GCAD, nothing. GU trying to pull back. GN, the upper. So what's my TP? My TP. We're gonna mark this TP real quick. Hold on. TP about to get hit. TP about to get hit, dog. 96, 36, 8. We're 8 pips away from TP. 8 pips away from TPZ. Man, y'all gonna love this bot. I'm telling y'all. $1.96. 368. So mark that. That way I can get excited when it gets hit. All right. That way I can get excited when it gets hit. All right. I can tell you right now, it's already locked in profit. So I got it multiple settings. It's already got 25 pips profit locked in. So either way, it's a winner. It's a big winner. It's a big winner, but it's about to hit TP. So, man. So with that being said, I expect G pairs to really move up. You know, GN pushing up. I expect the G pairs. Look at that. G Chef. We get a close above this zone, above that line. We are in for Asia session breakout. Strategy number 3. All right. We got 3 green, 3 red. But if we get this close above this zone, all right, it's already above Asia session, but we need to close above the zone. Excuse me. If we close above this blue line here, which is the top of that zone, this red zone will disappear. And therefore, we'll have 3 green, 2 red. And we will be able to take this to the upper room. GJ pushing as well. We'll keep an eye on that one. G-Odd. G-Odd up there. I'm not going to take G-Odd. Doesn't follow the rules. But G-Odd could run too. Yeah, so it's 60 pips right there. The Asia channel. But it's got plenty of upside right there. Plenty of upside. And G-Chef is up there and the rest are trending up. GN's trending up. Could be a nice move to take even against the rules. We'll play an eye on it. Again, it's another thing. When I put rules in place to keep you guys safe, and they help you with being more consistent on the trades. And there's sometimes, good Lord, look at GER. I don't know who's in this one, but if you were, good night. That bad boy, nice little drop. Nice little drop. So we got 12 minutes until the London Open. 12 minutes to the London Open. We'll see how this thing plays. We're going to see how it plays, London Open. All right. USD Chef. All right. GJ. GR. Playing around right at that zone. Come on, GN. Go hit my TP. I need 50. I don't want the 25. I want the whole 50. All right. Let's look at. Ain't got nothing going on just yet. Is DAX 30 the same as GER 30? Yes, it is. All right. Prior to the east side. Yes, sir. Northeast Academy of Health Science and Engineering. Quick 51 pips on GER 30 M15. Congrats. Why doesn't GA follow the rules? Because the Asia channel is going to be more than 50 pips. All right. We don't take trades in the zone. So by the time it breaks through the zone, it'll be more than 50 pips. When would the bot be launched? No answers. No answers on that. I have no ETA. It's got to go through more testing by me and then also a beta test group with the company. So there is no answer on that one. Darnell caught 800 pips on Ethereum on a bag entry. Bag entry, easy strategy number 1. I saw your trade in the group. Congrats. Your ad, bag entry. Oh, man, we missed that. So look at it. Let's go look at it. My bad, guys. My bad. EURAUD, bag entry. 15 minutes. And bounce, bounce, bounce. Yep, bag entry. Less than 20 pips, but definitely qualifies, except for me. Well, you could be in it. I mean, I think the news wasn't. You got orange photo news. That's no reason I wouldn't be in it just because of orange photo news. I'm fine to make a trade on green photo news. I don't trade orange photo and I don't trade red photo news. All right, that's just me personally. So, is it possible to give you guys another killer setup for US 30 before the call ends tonight? Rehab stuff. Yep, yeah, we'll do a setup tonight. We'll do a setup call on US 30 and probably USD CAD as well. We'll take a look at a couple of those for especially tomorrow. Be careful tomorrow. Setups don't mean anything because when you have heavy news, the heavy news is the excuse. I don't say excuse, but news is the medium that the market makers will use to literally move price to levels of liquidity in a very quick manner. So even though you might be in an uptrend, it may spike price down back to levels where their orders are at. Again, those levels of liquidity at, and then take the price back up. But because you were in a buy, news came out, it blew your account because it's US 30, and then it went back in your direction. So keep, just practice proper risk management. Practice proper risk management. You cannot AIRO abandon GCAD and let Neo have a monopoly. So the really cool thing is the AIRO EA, which trades strategy number 9, the market maker strategy. It trades everything. So right now I can tell you it works on, I've been testing out on 17 pairs that have high, again, I'm gonna do some significant back testing on it coming soon. So I understand which pairs have the highest success rate based on mainly the ADR. I mean, you gotta be able to catch 50 pips. But then also, it works on Bitcoin. Shh, don't tell nobody. So it'll work on GCAD. What is your biggest day profit ever? 15,000 in one day is my best day. 15,000 my best day. That's my best day ever. 15,000. Can you explain what imbalanced area is? If you're asking questions anonymously, I don't answer those, guys. You have to be your name. All right. I'll leave that question there about imbalance. We'll come back on that one. US 30, we'll come back and look at that as well. I'm not going to trade US 30 on this call because, again, we will do a setup call or setup for US 30, but not going to trade it at the moment. Congrats on that. Hey, appreciate it. I mean, you guys can do it too. It's just a matter of changing lot sizes and having the same confidence. But yeah, last year, 2020, when the market was moving erratically, 15,000 my best day. I was very happy that day. How do you know when the trend's getting ready to break a zone? So I will teach you guys that. That's something that's coming with a strategy. I call it zone breaker. It allows you guys to know when to get into a trade or when to hold it through a zone. All right. So we got a couple questions left. Imbalance, and let's see here. We'll talk about imbalance. I'll keep that one up there. We'll talk about that one in a second. Give me 1 second, guys. How do you get the AIRO MM template? Anything about the market maker strategy number 9 in the back office. So real quick, let's go to the website. Let me pull it, make sure I'm logged into it. Well, I'm gonna show you guys where to find all the videos for AIRO, and one of them is strategy number 9, which is the market maker strategy. So again, here we come to the website, AuvoriaPrime.com. You want to come to AP Academy right here. That's what page I'm on. Go to My First Steps. After you, so you give a second to go to the next page here. There are 4 modules on under My First Steps that you need to complete. Once you complete these 4 modules, all the videos in them, then you'll get all these videos up here that pop up. All these comments here. So you have Forex basics here. So learning about basics of Forex. Right here is My Products. You come to My Products. All right, scroll down. Your product will be right here. As long as you have AIRO, you'll see it. Select Access Setup Course. And come in here, you'll see everything you need. The overview of what AIRO is, how to set up and access your VPS, how to set up AIRO, how to set up the AIRO dashboard, and then every strategy. Some, strategy number 8 and 9 have 2 parts. All right. So this is the market maker strategy. All right. This video right here, strategy number 9. So that's where you find it at. All right. We got 4 minutes until the open of London. Let's go back on the Chizarts. Go back on the Chizarts. All right. GJ trying to push. G Chef pushing. Look, we might be entering in on G Chef for another buy. All right, we'll keep get 4 minutes. GI, man, it's against the rules. I don't know. We'll leave that one. We'll leave that one alone. Look at GN. Look how close it got a TP. Boy, don't you just hate that? Get on up there, GN. Quit playing with me. I need my 50 pips. GU pushing back up. I like it. GCAT, everything pushing up. All right. Gold, trying to make a bounce. We'll look at. I'll mark up gold. I'll mark up gold and US30 for you guys before the end of the call, because they're going to make some big moves during New York session. I'm actually kind of upset that I'm not going to be up. I'm going to be asleep. And then GER30. All right, GER30. Let's see how we got 3 minutes. All right. So look at. I never changed the lines. I said it may sit here and just do what? It may just go sideways for a second, just range, and then I'm looking for the drop, or I'm looking for the pullback all the way to this imbalance zone and then the drop. All right. Either way, we'll look for the setup. And we're aiming for 250 pips. We got 3 minutes. Let me look at something real quick, guys. If I don't see something, I'm not going to force it, guys. I don't want to put you guys in a bad situation, knowing myself. So I'm not going to force anything. I don't really like the setup. It's not close to anything. So we'll give it a second. We're gonna see how it plays out. Just like yesterday. All right. Just like yesterday. We didn't take the trade at the very beginning. All right. Just like yesterday. We're gonna let it play out. We got 2 minutes to open. The London Open. Look at that. Pull back on GJ. G Chef pulling back a little bit. GI. GN. Come on, GN. I need my 50 pips. Need my 50. Either way, EuroCAD and GPNTD are in profit on the bot. So, right now it's an undefeated week, already up over 7.5% just on or already closed out trade. So, looks like it's probably gonna be a double-digit week, 10% plus growth this week. I'll take that all day long. I'll take that. This is why we wait for closed candles, guys. Never jump in early. So we'll see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. There we go. G Chef with the buy. Oh, man, it ain't a bag entry, but it closed above, and we got an arrow. I'm in G Chef for the buy, strategy number 3. All right, I am in G Chef for the buy, strategy number 3. 20 pip take profit. All right, so I'm in G Chef for the buy, strategy number 3. We got the confirmation arrow. All right. GCAT goes. Look at GER30. What's GER30 doing? GER. Big push up. No, big push down right now. All right, we're going to see what happens on it. See what happens. We're just going to be patient, guys. We're just going to be patient. Wait for our setup. It's all about waiting for high probability setups. Once you get the high probability setup, take your entry. No need to chasing anything. All right, no need to chasing anything, so keep an eye on it. All right, we're gonna close out this year out here. All right, so I'm in G Chef on the buy. We got the break of ages session and the zone, and you got up arrow. Additional confirmation. I like additional confirmations. GI is pushing up, but it closed below or right at the zone, so I ain't touching that. GN, come on, we need that push to get the TP with the bot. You got nothing. Gold, turn it right back around. I don't know what gold doing. Gold, boy. Look at GER. Look at GER. Ranging. Now I'm waiting for the big drop. Now we wait for the entry. Now we wait for the entry. Now we're waiting for the entry. All right, look at AIRO. See what it's doing right here. We're on the 1 minute. It's right at the zone. We are in a downtrend on AIRO on the 1 minute. And as you guys know, we're looking for a sale. So get right in line. See what happens. See what kind of reaction we get right now. So just be patient. Just be patient. G Chef down about 3 pips. No worries. 4 pips now. Come on, GN. Don't run up on me. Don't give me that 50 pips. I like 50 better than 25. I think we just missed the entry, guys. Yep, we just missed the entry. Let's go to 1 minute here. Oh, I like this entry right here. If we can get the break. What you doing? Come on now. All right, I'm getting ready to put a sell in, I believe, on this candle, depending on how it acts. And I don't like the way it's acting right now. G Chef back at break even. All right. All right, guys, I don't like the setup. I don't like the setup, so I'm not gonna force it. I want to put a sell in here, but I don't like the setup. Should have took this entry right here. We would already be up right now. 160 pips. So I think we missed our original entry, which was I didn't have it marked here. I went back and marked it. Was another imbalance zone that I saw it was hitting. Again, once you start to see things, you understand where it's hitting at. And I saw it hit there, and I think we missed our entry. I think we missed our entry on that piece there. So I'm gonna be patient. We'll wait for another entry. We're gonna wait for another entry. All right. Yeah, missed our entry there. Gold. Gold owes me 20 pips. I know that. Gold owes me 20 pips. Come on, GN. Let's check here. Yeah, TP about there. TP and profit at 25 pips and profit about to get hit on GN. It's getting ready to take me out. About 8 pips away. We might be all right. We might be all right. Either way, profit is profit. You guys know the law. The law is you can't go broke taking profit. That is the law. Dang, missed our entry, man. That was it right there, guys. My apologies. We missed that entry. Good Lord. Let me make sure it's the entry right there. Yep. That was the 10 o'clock candle, the one beforehand. Bounced off. This one came. Man. All right, guys. I am entering to a. Did we get the break we needed? Yep. I'm entering to a sell on GER 30. I am in on GER 30 for a sale. All right. We're looking for 250. We're looking for 250. All right, we got a late entry, so we may not take the full 250, guys. I do expect though price to go all the way down to that zone we talked about. All right, down to. All right, but we got a late entry, so I might just be looking to get out at 100, hundreds. All right, 100 pippos. Right now we're down to about 12, down on 2, 3 on G Chef. So, all right, the zone is gone on the 1 minute AIRO. All right. So I'm probably looking to just get 100 guys, somewhere between 50 to 100, because we got in late. We should have got in back here. Let's see how far it dropped. That was no drawdown. It dropped to 37. All right. All right. Make sure you're using proper risk management, guys. Make sure you're using proper risk management. GJ. Make sure I watch this on my phone as well. We're down 2 pips on G Chef right now. All right. Down 1 pip now. 2 pips. All right. All right, some watches on my phone here. See if you guys are. Dwayne already up 150 pips on GER 30. Nice. Ashinda said it caught UK 100. Nice. Dwayne's in at 15,584. BTC. Yeah, we can take a look at that BTC, but I'm not. Once we get out of this trade here, guys, I like to. If I'm in a GER 30 trade, I like to focus on that thing. That thing can go 1,000 pips the wrong direction or the right direction. All right, so we have a little bit of drawdown, about 50 pip drawdown right now. Nothing crazy. We'll just keep on. Let's go to Q&A real quick here. Down 1 pip on G Chef. So yep, G Chef looking to close above. We got into that one already. How come select instance isn't available during my setup? Not really sure what you mean by select instance. The session is 6 hours. So New York session. So first we have the Hawkeye team that's coming on pre-New York. So at 6:30, so 7:30 a.m. Eastern, 6:30 Central. And then after them, you're gonna have Corey Collier. So you guys know Corey. Corey came on for the first time last week. Corey's gonna be on. Corey's gonna be on for the London, New York session. So Corey's great at marking the charts up. Even better than me. I told him he's leveled up. He's made me level my game up. And so Corey will be on for New York session to help you guys out big time. All right. How much would you need to trade GER 30? I recommend minimum of $500. 0.01 for every $500 for indices is what I recommend. All right. We're down about 50 pips right now. All right. We're down 2 pips on G Chefs. I'm watching from my phone right now. Down about 60 on GER 30 right now. Let's go back and take a look at the chart here. Let me see if we got any other questions real quick here. Yeah, down about 44 on GER 30. All right, just needed to drop and head back in the right direction. All right, down 1 pip on G Chef. Let me share my screen with you guys here. All right, so we got down 37 on GER 31 on G Chef. All right, GER 30 pushing that right way. All right, what is that right there? Yeah. So I like that. I think right here to the zone, somewhere in the zone is a good place. Somewhere at this zone is definitely a good place. I'm putting my take profit just right above this support zone here on AIRO. The other one was already broken. We're in a downtrend. All right. I'm definitely waiting for AIRO. I know we're gonna get one here, or should get one here soon. I'm expecting one to show up. Even when I expect it, sometimes it doesn't come. We are in profit on G Chef. Well, we were just teeter-tottering. There we go. GER 30. Play nice. I'll put GER 30 likes to move fast. I'm gonna put my take profit underneath the zone just in case it shoots through it. And so we're waiting for a push to the zone. I'm looking to probably capture somewhere between 50 and 100 pips is where I'm looking to take out. 50 to 100 pips. All right, 50 to 100 pips. I'm looking to take. There we are. We are now in profit on GER 30. All right, in profit. All right, in profito. I got my hand on the trigger. I can tell you that right now. Hand on the trigger. Well, it's 12, 13. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 24, 43, 33. Come on. Don't stall out on us. Drop the hammer. Drop El Hamero. 32, 26. All right, come on, baby. We got to look left. It's just kind of stalling right in this area here. Should get a nice little push down here. So I'm expecting to push down. Up, we're break even. We're up 1 pip right now on G-Chef. All right. And GER30, man. Boy, quit playing with us. Little pullback. Got to close below entry. I like that. Got to close below entry. All right, now, yeah, just keep on dropping for us. Come on, keep on dropping for us. There we go. There we go. There we go. I don't like it. Come on. I don't like it. I don't like it. I did it. All right. Up 4 pips on G-Chef. I like that. G-Chef moved to the upper room. Now we need GER30 just to drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. All right, drop it like it's hot. So we'll watch that down a little bit, but we got a nice push down. Got a nice push down. Waiting for that zone to pop up. Should have a zone popping up here pretty soon. So, all right, see if we got any other questions real quick. I'm watching on my phone. All right, GA money zone breakout. All right, we're in 2 trades right now. We'll come back and look at that. US 30 going to make big moves to the upside during New York session. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. We'll look at that at the end of the session. We'll look at what that's going to look like, or at least my thoughts on what it may look like on a breakout. All right, but a lot of news, so we expect a lot of volatility tomorrow, guys. Anything moving to bring fractal strategy? Got to finalize everything with Jackie. That's her strategy, and once we finalize that, we'll drop that. Sorry about not dropping it earlier. We've been consumed with getting everything ready for the binary and the trade room launch. So we'll get that. I'll get with her and we'll get that panned out. All right, we'll get that panned out. So right now we're down about on the original position, 18 pips on GER30 on the original position. All right. Waiting for that drop. All right, waiting for that drop. Waiting on the droppy. Up 5 pips on G-Chef right now. Up 5 pips on G-Chef. So if you're in the G-Chef trade, the G-Chef buy, we are currently up about 5 pips on that position right now. All right. I'm locking in my take profits right above the zone because I got 2 positions. So I move my take profits for GER30 right above the zone on AIRO. So if you got AIRO, we're looking to take it down to right above that green zone. We're down 18 pips right now. Let me go ahead and check on any additional questions. All right. For GER30 and other indices, what are you using for stop loss? So I typically use market structure, but market structure is what I use for mainly for stop loss is what I use. All right. And we'll talk more about that again when I roll out the strategy for as I call it, the zone breaker, more or less some higher level training. Then you guys understand what that looks like. All right. So let me take a look here. See if there's any more other questions here. All right, we're up 7 pips right now on G-Chef. All right. Let me go ahead and share my screen so you guys can see what's going on. All right. So right now we're up 6 pips on G-Chef. We're up 3 on GER30 and down, on the original position. All right. So we got a nice little drop right there. All right. Looking for us to come down here. I'm looking for 50 to 100. I think my take profit is about 75, if I remember correctly. So I'm looking for a drop right down to that zone. All right. So I'm looking for a drop down to the zone. And if you're going to let it play out, it's going to let it play out. Let's go look at G-Chef right quick. G-Chef moving nicely. Asia session breakout. We had it's not a bad entry, but we had up arrow, which signifies that the momentum has shifted to the upside, to the buy side. All right, so that's always a good sign. All right, but I'm not really focused on that one right now. I'm focused on this beauty right here. And GER30 just needs to drop one big time and spike our take profit and take us out of our misery. Take me out of my misery. All right. Plus 6 pips on G Chef. All right. So we're right there about, we'll keep an eye on it, down 17. With Dante set to set up hosting duties, how will he and Corey split New York? You guys will get that whole rollout when the trade session, when the trade, when the, what do you call it? When we actually roll out the trade rooms, you guys will get that whole breakdown. All right. Get that whole breakdown. So we're about up, man. G Chef moving nicely. Let's go look at it real quick. G Chef, we are up 10 pips on G Chef right now. G Chef plus 10. So G Chef halfway to TP. You guys know me. When we get to 15 pips in profit, I put my stop loss in profit, all right, for a free trade. So we're looking pretty good on G Chef. And GER 30 is just playing with our emotions right now. All right. We just need a big drop. Need that drop. All right, need that drop. I'm looking for the drop. And we should have been in early. My apologies, guys. I got to get better at this. Got to be more careful. Got to be more careful. Should have been in right here. We should have been in, and it dropped as much as 240. Close enough. 250. Close enough. Close enough. Man, that's the goal, guys. That is the goal. All right. GER 30 looking decent. There we go. There's a move down I'm looking for. Come on, go hit that TP. All right. Like if you got profits locked in, guys, take it. Can't go broke taking profits. All right. Can't go broke taking profits. I'm waiting though till we get to this TP level. All right. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for it. The close down there is playing, which makes me want to close out early, but I'm going to go ahead and have faith and hold. They're going to have, you guys have taught me to hold a little longer. We're up 6 pips on G Chef, up 5. So if you're not able to get into GER 30, you should be in G Chef. We were up 10 pips on that one. Yeah, GER playing games. GER is playing games. GER, quit playing with us. Let me see if I can find out why is it ranging right here. I may look to exit out. Yeah, it's just playing around in the sand right here. I don't like that. Playing around all this noise right here. All right. And all that noise. All right. I'm looking to probably close out early, guys. I'm not gonna lie. We got in late and can't go broke taking profits, guys. I'm out of there taking my profits, guys. Taking profits on GER. I'm out. Just playing around too much. All right. So I got between 2 positions. We got 40 pips. I'll take that with us getting in late. And we'll wait for another setup. We'll wait for another setup. G Chef, we are in. All right. G Chef, we are in. GI never gave the setup. And I want to say, let me see here. Did the bot close out early? No, I'm still in GN, waiting for it to turn around. Too much range for me. And you can see the volatility slow down. You see the candles themselves, they slow down. So I see that as well. I don't like that as well. I like the volatility. When there's no more volatility, all right? That's some things you'll learn as well. You know, when you have lack of volatility, you know, you tend to see things go the wrong way slowly. So we'll have to be better on that one. Markup was perfect after the fact. Golly, got to be more careful. Has to be more careful. And look at that. It's probably going down. Oh, it's getting closer. So yeah. Open session, New London Open, right into the imbalanced area. The drop, we should have been in right here on this candle. Let's start this candle. Literally no drawdown. It's dropped as much as 246. So we've got pretty close, 250. Gotten pretty close. In a matter of, got real close to 250. In a matter of 26 minutes. All right. G Chef +7. All right, cool. Need to get to 15 so I can make it a free trade. GN, chilling. GU, trying to push back up. GCAD, trying to push back up. All right, gold is chilling on the bottom of the ocean. You're going to figure out what's going to happen with that one. Gold is probably not going to make a nice move until New York session with all the news coming. All right. Oh, now you want to go to TP. My patience, guys, is bad, especially with GER. I've been burned by GER. Don't be fooled. I don't always win on GER. I've won more than I lost, but GER can burn you. And we got in on a late entry for our 250. So our 250, we got in when we should have been, our 250 was just hit. If we got in when we should have, 250 was just hit in 26 minutes. 200 and, oh, not yet, 249. So close enough. It's getting real close. Tell y'all guys the goal is 250 a session. All right, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So if you guys saw this here, even with AIRO, look at this. Here's the zone, same one that I have on the markup here. Is there a coincidence? Nah, not really. I've gone back and learned more. I've looked at a lot of the coding that I have in here and why the zones pop up. You had to fake out into the zone, the rejection, and the entry, just like on the setup that we had here. All right. So we'll wait for the next setup. +7 on G Chef. So we are in the money on this one here as well. And we'll get better. Trying to combine institutional with AIRO. All right. And I'm going to start next week. We're not going to be using a secondary chart anymore. I'm going to literally do all the charting straight on the charts. All right. Might be a little messy, but that's going to be the goal. G Chef +8. +8, +9, going back and forth. Somebody asked about crypto. Let's go look at some crypto real quick. Nice bag entry on BTC. Ran up 12,700 pips. Or I should say points. So 1,270 pips. All right, let's start the markup. Let's start it up. Let's go to H1. GCAD for the buy. Let's look at that real quick. GCAD for the buy. Where's GCAD at? GCAD. Did I close it out? No, I'm blind. No bounce and no trend. And we got 50 pip room. We don't have 50 pip room and there's no bounce, so no entry for me. I don't know what's up with MT4, guys. It keeps kicking me out of my broker. Every time I do this, I don't know what's the deal. There we go. Up 9 pips on G Chef. All right. BTC, let's start our +10 on G Chef. Gotta love it. Do 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 do. I'm loving it. If we're up 10, 11 pips, you see it. If you're happy with that, take profit. Can't go broke taking profit, guys. I'm holding for 20 though. The 20 twin. Plus 13. Ooh. Plus 12. Need 3 more pips. Once I see plus 15, we in a free trade. Plus 13, we almost there. Plus 14. Let's go back and look at G Chef. Plus 14. Pull it down. Plus 15. Free trade. Free trade. I'm locking in 3 pips. Done. Free trade. G Chef is now free trade for me. Locked in 15 pips. I'm gonna let it run. So whether it hits 20 or it hits 3, I won the trade. Doesn't matter. It's a free trade. That's how I trade. You gotta have some rules for yourself. And look at that. GBP NZD is headed to where? The upper room. And we did not close out at 25 pips. Probably we're still in the trade on the bot, looking for 50 pips. 50 pip. 50 pip. G Chef, what you doing, man? What you doing, G Chef? Quit playing with. Just go to 20 pips and call it a day. Let's go look at GER. What GER doing? GER ran back up. All right. So BTC. Man, that was a beautiful setup right there. Easy money. Easy 1,500 pips on that move right there. Good Lord. All right, so I drew up this real quick, and you can see here, this imbalance area, price came and had a what? Railroad tracks right out of the imbalance area. Price action right off of the imbalance area. Immediately put in a sell right there. You see it went down right there. That's 13,000 points, 1,300 pips. Went back up and came down before it reversed off the zone. Came down 1,500 pips or 15,000 points. Price action plus institutional level plus AIRO equals money. Money. So Bitcoin, that's the hour. Let's go down to the 15 minutes on Bitcoin. Not very much going on right now in Bitcoin. I mean, there's no entry for me that I'd see. Missed the bag entry. So zone popped up. Hopefully you got out of GER already. GJ trying to push. G Chef, we're almost at take profit. And GI, it like it's trying to close above GER 30, the M1 buy now. It's a bag entry against the trend. I ain't touching it. Wait for another setup. Come on, GN, GU, GCAT, gold, just ranging. And when you have a lot of heavy news coming out, like we've got tomorrow, guys, you can see what? You can see things happen such as price really start to do, just range and not really make the move. So GR30 is headed back up. I'm going to be looking for what? Another entry off of this area. So I expect price now to either come All right, this is what I'm looking for right now for another entry. I'm looking for this here, another rejection there, or I'm looking for to push back up to where I thought I was going to go to, and then rejection. All right. Sometimes you get a double sweep. So what does that mean? Price came back below, came back, caught its orders. Because again, they try to fake people out. So they try to fake you out with the buy here. They put in some buy to fake you out. London open came, they came back, got those buy orders, and dropped it. So what they sometimes do is they forget, or they honestly forget, they don't pick up all their orders. They don't come back and cover all their orders. So what we could be seeing is what? We could be seeing price head back up to this area and drop. Let's look at it on 5 minute. Yep. Yep. So we'll see. So I'm looking for though. If it fails to give us the price action move we need off the zone on the 1 minute, then I expect it to continue to rise up to that next zone where I thought it was going to go in the first place at the beginning. All right. And we'll get better at this guys over time here. So we're looking for up 13 on G Chef is playing with us. Doesn't matter though. It's a free trade. Free trade. Free trade. G Chef. Free trade. I don't care what it does. I'm asleep now. I'm good. I'm good to sleep. All right. Plus 12 on G Chef. Gold, what are you doing? You trying to push down some more gold? We would do it on the chart from now on. All right, let's check Euro Chef bag entry. Let's go look at Euro Chef. Euro Chef bag entry. Oh yes, right. We don't look at Euro Chef bag entry. Even trend, and there isn't 50 pips. There's only 16, caught 17 pips between the zones. So I wouldn't be taking that trade personally. I wouldn't take it. So I wouldn't take that trade. All right, it is Thursday morning, guys. So, you know, be prepared for some reversals. All right, be prepared for some reversals. Come on, G, and go hit my TP. I need my 50 pips. All right, let's see what other questions we got. So we got pips, cut 40 pips out of GER 30. We are up 12 pips right now on G Chef, strategy number 3. Where is the schedule for all the live sessions? So they're in 2 places. Number 1, they're in, if we go to the website, all right. Let's go on the website here. Give me 1 second here. Make sure I'm still logged in. All right. Share. We'll go back to the website. All right. So on the website, the schedule for all live sessions are either in the AIRO bag chat, they're pinned, they're in the AIRO announcements channel, pinned, or you can come here into the website, come over here, click on these 3 icons here, these 3 lines to open up the menu. Under the menu, you can come down here to news and events. Come down here to events calendar. Click on events calendar, and you will see the schedule each week with all the calls the company has. All right. That's where it's at. All right. That is where the schedule is at. USD CHF. We'll take a look at it. USD CHF. Forex majors, USD CHF. Ooh. Nice setup on USD CHF. 4 green, 2 red. Multiple bag entries, bag here and bag there. This second one is already up 15 pips. G Chef now has a buy. That gives me more confidence. Another up arrow, more confidence. All right, another added confirmation. Should get a nice little push now, hopefully, to our TP. All right, GR still above the zone. GN came back down. GU trying to come back down. All right, what is GU doing? Let me look at something real quick here. I'm gonna pull out El Fibos. I'm gonna pull out the El Fibos. All right, another setup there. GCAT, nothing really gold. All right, GR 30 is doing its thing. Yeah, USD CHF, great setup there. We missed that. Missed that trade. What's advised for gold on a $5,000 account? So here's what I recommend. 0.01 for every $100 if you're trading Forex pairs. 0.01 lot size for every $300 if you're trading gold. 0.01 for every $500 if you are trading indices. All right. So for gold on a $5,000 account, if you're trading gold, I would recommend 0.18. So almost a 0.2, 0.18. All right. If I wanted to trade a specific stock, what charts or broker would work with AIRO? Thanks. As far as the broker, contact me directly. But brokers allow. There's some brokers that have some stocks. All right. Daniela caught 35 pips on the GER 30 buy. Congrats. Nice. All right. G Chef, there is new resistance on M1. I don't really care about resistance on M1, guys. I don't look at lower time frames. All right. Don't care about M1. So those who like to look at M1 for levels of resistance, the higher time frames solidify and have stronger trends in lower time frames. You don't look at lower time frames for a trend or support and resistance. You look at the higher time frames. NJ, NZDJPY. Let's go take a look. Up 12 pips on G Chef still. I don't really care though, because guess what? It's a free trade. It's a free trade. NZDJPY. There it is. NZDJPY is in a downtrend. Oh, uptrend. Oh, interesting. Interesting here. Don't really see an entry. Not really seeing an entry at the moment. Huge liquidity candle here. That's what it's just sitting on top of right now. So I was just stalling out. All right. Imbalance zone right here on this huge liquidity candle. But nothing there for me. I wouldn't be touching it right now. And there we go. Good. GER 30 trying to wake up a little bit. Gold. Ooh. Gold is just plummeting. Come on, G. Ain't gonna hit my TP. The bot wants to eat. Nate, are you taught fib on wicks or where order closed on the candle? Fib for fibs, wick to wick. That's the way I was taught for fibs when I draw the fibs. Go watch strategy video number 8, part 1 and part 2, 2 parts. You guys see that. I wonder if there are any market makers in the group. I doubt it. We're too small, guys. We're not big enough. We don't have enough money yet to be garnering any attention. But who knows? 9 minutes away from the top of the hour. All right, you guys know we'll take a quick little break. Top of the hour. All right. When we come back, I'll go over imbalance zone, and then we will talk about the setups for gold and US 30. What's my take on EuroCAD? My take on EuroCAD is, and we are coming back on EuroChef. I mean on G-Chef. Only down 9 mid pips. Come on, G-Chef. Go give us our 20 pips. It's a free trade, so I'm not worried about it. If we only get 3 pips, we only get 3 pips. It's a free trade. It's all that matters to me. Everything falling down. Everything. All the. Oh, Godo. G30 starting to come down. All right. So G-Chef looks like it's probably going to hit us out in profit. But my take on EuroCAD is that the market maker bot, has it in a sale. And so EuroCAD. I'm currently in a sale on EuroCAD based off of the H1. So that's all I know. All right, overall trend down. So as of right now, I don't have anything as far as how I would look to trade this. Nothing that I see at the moment. Currently in profit right now on EuroCAD. All right, but no, nothing I see worth taking a trade on. All right, we got 7 minutes to the top of the hour. We missed that GA money zone. Let's go look at that GA money zone. GA money zone. We missed the GA money zone breakout. And we got stopped out. G-Chef stopped us out in profit. So out of G-Chef, got stopped out in profit. No biggie. It's a free trade. That's why we secured the bag. Yep, stopped out in profit. GA money zone breakout. Yeah, it had a money zone breakout and an 80 session breakout. So a lot of Euro news just came out. Do you guys remember? That's why the big push down on the pound pairs. GJ pushing down. G Chef. G Odd. GN. Trying to bounce. GU. G Cat. Gold with a nice little bounce. All right, answered a bunch of questions, guys. So we got any more? Fibs on G Shift to get back in on the retrace. Not a bad idea. Let's take a look. See if we can get it set up. G Shift. We're in a uptrend, right? So we get our fibs. Lowest point of the previous retrace to the highest point before the current retrace. And you see here, yeah, we haven't had retrace far enough back yet. So not yet. Not yet. Another 30 pip TP on GER30 sale. Congrats, Daniela, killing it. Jason said he took his 11 pips on G Chef. Hey, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I was thinking about taking it at that 13 number. It sat there for a while. So 2 minutes to the top of the hour. When we come back, we're going to talk about imbalance zones and then show new updated order blocks on GER30. We'll go over that. We'll look at the setup for gold and US30 for you guys on New York session. It's going to be up. We got 1 minute to the top of the hour. We'll come back and talk about those. All right. All right. And we're going to get better on the GER30, guys. We should have caught that earlier trade. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Going to get there. Doot, doot. All right, guys. Top of the hour. Take a quick little 15-minute break, and we'll be back. EU H1 bag. I'm going to let y'all look at that. Y'all know how I feel about EU. All right, and we're back. Shout out to everybody that held that GBP CHF trade. It's back up. All right, just scored 50 pips on G Chef. Darius Jackson, congrats. All right, so yeah, G Chef just made a move. All right. All G pairs are making a move back. So let's go look at the charts real quick. You see GJ now close above that zone. All right, I'm not entering into the trade. It's a session breakout. It meets all the criteria, except for me. You see G Chef getting ready to get up there and it'll probably go to TP, but it's close to the zone. GPAUD is already above. GN is getting ready to hit my TP on the bot, but it's letting it hit his zone. GU is at the 200 and been rejecting that all day, but it's his zone right there. So from a correlation standpoint, GCAD all the way up on that up arrow. It's not a bag entry, but it's all the way up. It hit 20 pips. And so GJ pushing all the way up to 20 pips, and you have all the other G pairs getting ready to start hitting resistance levels. I'm gonna leave it alone. So twice, look at that, twice prices. Let me see if I'm still in this trade. Come on, bot, close out. Oh, I'm still in it. Waiting on G-Chef to take me in my misery. So G-Chef been teeter-totting less than a pip. Look at that, hitting my TP. But again, the red line and the white line have to go above this blue line for it to close out. Remember, both the bid and ask have to go above. But looks like we got about 50 pips secured though. Just about on the bot. This is trade, and then the Euro CAD trade is up 3 pips. All right. So that's why I'm not entering into JGJ right now. Otherwise, I'd be in on this one, but I don't like from a correlation standpoint or anything else. Which means nothing because GJ could make its move. H1. H1 standpoint, you have a bearish order block right here. So go back to the 15-minute time frame. You know, I can see this thing going about 12, 13 pips. And then so I don't see it going to full 20. I don't see it going to full 20. Bearish order block right here. All right, bearish order block. All right. Gold, just chilling. Not really doing much of nothing. And then GER is just ranging at that zone right there. So not much going on. All right. If I get another setup, I get another setup. If not, I'm going to take the little profits we made. 40 pips is 40 pips. 40 pips plus G-Chef 3 pips. Hey, we haven't lost a trade yet. No losses for the week. That's good. We are now 7-0. And for those who held G-Chef, congrats. You're back up around 15 pips. So congrats to you. All right, so let's go over imbalance. All right, let's go over imbalance. All right, let me pull it up real quick here. Let me pull up a chart. Let's just go look at it here. I've got to do a scenario on US 30 anyway, so we'll go pull up US 30. We'll pull up, and move this here. We'll pull up US 30. All right, let's go to the H1. All right, now imbalance. All right, so an imbalance is an area where there is excessive buy orders or sell orders that cause buys and sales not to be matched by the broker, got a buy in GER 30. Nice little bag entry. Bring it down trend. All right. Look at that bad boy go anyway. Gotta love GER 30. All right. So imbalance is when there's excessive imbalance in the market. All right. And imbalance is where there is significant buys or sales that happen so fast, and it does not allow for the market makers to match the buy and sell orders during the time frame. All right, which means that what? It means that price has to come back to that area to ensure that everything is matched up. All right. So what does imbalance look like? What you want to look for imbalance are institutional candles, like this one right here, long candles. This one right here, institutional candles. So this is the previous one. So what I would do is, the way you want to mark it is you mark it from the wick, the bottom of the wick. So if it's a bearish bearish imbalance, we're looking at the wick of the previous candle, the bottom to the top of the wick of the next candle. All right. So this long candle has the imbalance in it, and we measure it by the wicks. We measure it by the wicks. Boom. There it is. That is the imbalance there. All right. So guess what? Price dropped. And then yesterday it came back up, wicked it, and dropped again. So you measure it on H1. Let's go down to the 15-minute time frame, and you can see potential entries. Look at that. Beautiful. Wicked it. What time is that? That was at 18:15. So that'd been about 10:15. You'd got in next candle, and actually I'd have got in on H1 on the M1 because you had what? Better entry, lower drawdown. All right. Let's go back and find it. There it is. Straight up, straight touched it, came back down. You're in right here. Drawdown max of 31 pips, and it just fell over 1,300 pips for the day. 1,300 pips. All right, so let's go look at that with AIRO on it. All right, AIRO on the trade. H1. We can see from yesterday we had significant imbalance. All right. See anything that pops up in that same area? A red zone. All right. But you can mark this before that red zone pops up, like we just did. Boom, boom, boom. And you could have caught that same move down, all right, in real time. So the zones pop up a little late after certain confirmations, but this is how you catch these trades in real time, all right? And guess what? You see here, price has been trending down. Came back to fill or to catch those orders on the imbalanced area. It dropped. All right, so US 30. Let's get a setup. This is what I look. This is what I'm looking for US 30. I'm looking for right now, again, before all this news comes out, very little action I'm expecting in anticipation for the news. I expect the price to move sideways at this level, at this bullish order block here. All right, this is a 15-minute bullish order block. I look for the move sideways. Prior to New York, nice little move up, slam back down at the open, and then a push up to the upside. All right. So I expect price to, you're looking for entry, definitely look to take entry in this area right here off the rejection. All right. Or catch a retrace. I expect at this level right here. So in this area right here, for it to hit that level, retrace it and put it back up. So you can catch an entry here, or potentially look for a retrace and another entry right there is what I would expect to be looking for. All right. We'll pull up gold real quick. All right. So gold has been following the indices for a while, which makes no sense. And so I expect the same thing out of it as well. I expect prices just kind of range where we're at, just be dead. And then I expect for a price to slam down into this bullish order block right here off the H1. And I'm looking for upside for the next couple of days. I'm looking for us to come back in here to this bearish order block up here. All right. And complete the what? The leg 1, leg 2, leg 3, leg 4, that W. That's what I'll be looking to look for. All right. Those are two markers I have for US 30 and for gold. But I'm looking for both of them to go up in the morning. I'm gonna leave these up here. I'm gonna look to see how that plays out when I wake up. German 30, man, I don't know what this thing doing. Just, right now everything's dead, waiting for the news. All right. Waiting for news. Whenever there's a lot of news set to come out, you typically see very little movement until that time frame. All right. GJ just chilling right there. Not much of nothing. G Chef came on back up. GR. All right. Look at that GN. It went through. Look at that. Zoom in. Let's zoom in. It went through the lines. You know what that means? El Bato hit the TPO. And it's closed out. And it's closed out. 50 pips. Another 3.6% profit. We are now officially at 10.6% profit for the week. 10.6%. With the trade open, we got EuroCAD open. It's in profit by 3 pips right now, but we're currently up 10.6% for the week on a total of 4 trades. 4 trades, 4-0, up 10.6% with the market maker EA. And, don't know. I can't call it. I can't call it. I like it. Beautiful. So those are setups we said we talk about. Let me see if there's any other questions here. All right, there's questions about order blocks. So real quick, we'll go over order block, what it looks like, so you guys can understand that. Let's look at gold. So a bullish order block, or in a bearish order block. You see we get this upward move here. This red candle is the first move before the big downward push. That is a bearish order block. This green, we had a big down push here. And this green candle is the first green candle in the push upward. That's a bullish order block. That's it. That's how you identify the order blocks. I talked about imbalance. Very simple concept. What does that mean though? Why is that a bullish order block? Price was trending down, which means that there were sell orders in, pushing the price down. Price then reversed its trend. So it's the first candle of the new trend. All right. First candle of the new trend. That is the bullish or bearish order block. So when you are having a bearish order block, you're waiting for price to drop, come back, retest that order block, and then reject again. Looking for your entry on the retest. Same thing with the bullish order block. You're waiting for it to run up, come back, retest, run back up. All right. You're looking for the entry. That's a crazy, crazy tail right there. Crazy wick. All right. What you looking for? Very simple concept. You can find the same thing. Let's go look at gold here. So on gold, let's go back and look at this one here. This happened 3 days ago, 2 days ago. So we'll go gold. We'll go look at it. I already had it marked there. So guess what? We go back and we see here, beautiful setup. Beautiful setup. The zone was already there. Cool thing about the order blocks are that they just kind of give you a more precise entry, but the zones are there that can help you as well. Look at that. You had the rejection there. This happened at 16:20. All right, what is this, 5 minute? At 16:30, you had this candle here. This is the open of what? New York session. Next candle, bag entry. You could enter it in on the bag entry, and it dropped 147 pips. This is why the bag entries are so powerful, because they line up with the institutional order flow. All right. So those who are saying that bag entries aren't lucrative, oh, I'll lose every bag entry, then you're not taking bag entries correctly. I can tell you, we win almost every bag entry we've taken on this call, and they match up to institutional order flow. If I can, or I start to learn more, I'm going to go in there and potentially look to tweak when the zones pop up and see if I can't get them to match up with exactly institutional order flow. That way, more precise entries. But you can see this here. This is a beautiful entry right here. Boom. Rejection, 10 minutes before open. Boom. 10 minutes later, New York open, bag entry, drop. Bag entry. Overall trend is down. You can see there, more red zones than green zones. There are no green zones. It's the reason why the zones are so powerful. They keep us on the right side of institutional order flow, which allows us to be profitable. Profito. All right. What the GR doing? All right, guys. Well, we got everything answered that makes sense here. Guys, we'll be back on tomorrow. If you're going to trade, make sure you trade responsibly. See you guys in the funny papers.